Hello students, welcome back in a new session. So today in this session we will discuss some practical implementation about string handling. So let's move to the real interactive mode. So in this session we have one variable that is s. Here we have one string that is programming, and we just print enter and we check the variable s1. So we got the Python programming. So it is a complete string which is elaborated and implemented with a single quoted string. Same thing we can also write with double quoted string. Here we can use Python programming. We put the enter and here we check the variable s2 and we got the same result. This is on the basis of single quoted mark and double quoted mark, but the answer would be in the single quoted. Now if we see the triple quoted string, so in these type of strings, single quoted and double quoted, we cannot write multiple lines like that. If we write here at s3 is equals to programming, and if I want to make a new line, it will show us the error end of line EOL while scanning string literal. Okay, so that will not give us the permission to change the line. So how we can line the string in multiple form, multiple section in a, so we use third, that is triple quoted string. So let's take an example here. Here we have Python programming. Here we have triple quoted string mark, and when we put the enter, so it contains the next line. Now we write Python programming language is a very easy language, and we end the string with single quoted marks, 3 single quoted marks, and we put the enter. Now if we check the s4, then we find Python programming language is a very easy programming language, and all these lines will be attached with the /n. It is a change line operator. Okay, so through which we can start a new line and we can change the line. So the answer would be in a single line of statement with the help of this /n or new line operator basically. Okay, so this is triple quoted string. So here we have discussed single quoted strings, double quoted strings and triple quoted strings. Now here we see about string slicing and string indexing. So let's move on to the practical mode. So as we have discussed, the slice means a piece or a part of a string. So how we can indicate that? Using the bracket, square brackets. Okay, so suppose we have one string, that is s1 equals to Python. Now if we check the each and individual component, that is known as index number. So s1 of 0, so 0 basically a first index number of complete string, that is. Okay, so when we put the enter here, it shows us the p. So p contains the index number 0. Now if we talk about the next index value, that is 1, it shows us y. It is a second index value. Similarly, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth. So all these we can check here. So one by one, S1 of 2, like that T, S1 of third, that is H, and S1 of 4, that is O, and S1 of 5, that is N. So similarly, we can check one by one and we can find out each and individual component, each and individual index on the basis of their index number. So here we use two kind of indexing, that is positive indexing and negative indexing. Positive indexing reflects from forward direction index and negative indexing reflects from backward direction. So in the previous video we have discussed this diagram. So here in this diagram we have both the directions, that is forward direction, that is positive indexing. So in positive indexing, the string will be calculated from 0 index number and basically from positive numbers from left to right. If we talk about the negative indexing, so negative indexing basically start from right to left and in negative directions. So each and every value in a negative direction shows the negative indexing, that is backward direction, and every positive number that starts from left to right shows us positive indexing or forward direction. So let's move to the practical implementation about this. So if we have one string, that is S1 equals to, here we apply the one complete string, that is Python Python. Now if we calculate positive indexing or forward direction, so we apply here S1 of 0, it shows us the number P because it is starting from left to right in a positive sense, because 0 is a positive number. 1 of 1, so it shows us Y, that is also comes from left side, so it is also based on some positive index number. Same for third index number and second index number on third position, so it shows us the T. So similarly all these index values will be shows us the positive and from left to right positive indexing. If we talk about the negative indexing, so we have some negative numbers like, and we have discussed that each and every negative or negative indexing will be start from the -1. So we use here -1 and it shows us N because N is the starting point of the negative indexing from right to left. Similarly we can calculate the next one, that is -2. So here we have O. So S1 of -1, that is N. S1 of -2, that is O. S1 of -3, that is H. S1 of -4, that is T. S1 of -5, that is Y, and S1 of -6, that shows us P. So this is negative indexing or backward directions. So we have seen forward direction and backward direction, positive indexing and negative indexing. So that's all for this session. I hope you got some valuable information from this video. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.